Hamnet is one of the most emotionally devastating films I have seen in a long, long time. And that is not a criticism. This is a phenomenal film. It's a bit of a slow burner, I have to admit. The first half an hour felt a bit long, but once you sort of get into the crux of the film and the main story really starts to develop from about an hour in, where it really just, from then on, is just phenomenal. Everything that was built beforehand becomes relevant. There are little subtle storytelling elements that are put into the opening that then comes into play later, and that is hyper important because I think that means that on rewatches you'll probably enjoy the first half an hour a bit more. At least I will, because I will notice things that I know come later on, which is just incredible script writing, let's be honest. The acting is amazing. I mean, Jessie Buckley won a Golden Globe for this performance, and rightly so. It's one of the most incredible performances I have seen in the cinema in a long, long time. And her performance alone is probably one of the main reasons why when this film finished, I looked around and everyone is crying. Literally everyone is crying. One of the best pieces of music to ever grace cinema is at the end of this film. It's a very famous piece of music, so if you're a big film nerd like myself, you'll recognise it immediately. The child actors in this are all brilliant as well. The kids that play Hamnet, Judith and Susanna are all brilliant. I think that they actually really added to the story, and quite frankly, they're a big reason why the second part of this film is so good. I think their performances are phenomenal throughout. They embody what William Shakespeare and Agnes's character are like. And I love the fact that they were very subtle with the William Shakespeare stuff. They could have really hammered it home really early as to what this film is about, and the fact that it's, about William Shakespeare's story and how he actually made Hamlet. And I know they sort of have the title card at the start where it has a little quote from Shakespeare, I think is where the quote comes from, and that sort of sets the tone. But ultimately, I like the fact it's not shoved down your throat, because they really could have just shoved down your throat what the story was about. Instead, it was told through subtlety, and you understood as the film went on. It was honestly an incredible film. You've got to be patient with it at the start, but it's so worth it for the devastating ending that comes later on. This is just a phenomenal story told amazingly well through great acting.